dear people of southern Cameroons, my dear brave warriors of our liberation movement, accept liberation greetings from me, Comrade John Akuro, this Saturday, the 4th day of May, 2024. I'm delighted to be back on this set today. So we have a very important, conversation regarding our liberation movement once more. My people, I know that by day and by night, our collective determination to ensure that we kick La République du Cameroon out of our land once and for all continues to be very strong. It is true that sometimes we sit and we try to look back at some of the things that we might have done right or might not have done right, and that might have affected this liberation movement in one way or the other. And this is absolutely important in every human venture. There must be a time for stock taking, for recalibration. There must be a time for, trying to redefine your strategy and all the likes. But trust me, the fundamentals of our liberation movement remain very strong. The determination of our brave hearts remains very solid. The determination of our civilian population remains unparalleled. And the determination of a good lot of us in the diaspora to continue to support this liberation movement financially remains unshaken. My people of Amazonia, we know that fighting against a system that has established itself in your land and has created their own apparatchiks within your people, like it is the case in our land, uprooting them, getting them out completely requires tact, requires energy, requires determination, and it also requires time. So therefore, we don't have to be discouraged because we think that we have not attained our objective as fast as we would have wished to do. One thing is certain, we are slowly but steadily heading there. We may look at some few lapses in some areas and they tend to, frighten us to think that no, because of this, we have lost or we are going to lose. No, it's not often possible to have it 100%. But the fact that we're over 90% on the right trajectory is absolutely important. This is something we must continue to bear in mind. So therefore, I'm really happy to be here today once more for us to have, as usual, those beautiful exchanges. But before we really get into the weave of our discussion, let's share this picture of the day. So, when you listen to those who come around making noise on rooftops, screaming, oh, President Paul Biya be tell me say, President Paul Biya be talk say, President Paul Biya now with this, President Paul Biya now with that, he will do all this, he will do all that. This picture should be telling enough to each and every one of us that even all those who are coming to deceive us, oh no, just stay, go out there and march on 20th May, go out there and march on 11th February, go out there and do this, go out there and register massively to vote in the elections because the vote will look at they themselves, the way they are cheated. This picture is what over 100,000 words in explaining exactly what we represent in Mr. Paul Biya's view and in the view of the citizens of La République du Cameroon. Just take a quick look at it again, neatly. That is Prime Minister, so-called head of government, that you see there. So-called Prime Minister, head of government, John Gute, standing there as a spectator. This is Mr. Biya either coming or going on an international trip, Who is he talking to? In the normal sense of things, Ferdinand Gongo, Secretary General at the presidency, is supposed to be the one holding a notebook and taking notes on the conversation going on between Paul Biya, the president, and the prime minister, head of state, to remind him later on what instructions he dished out to the prime minister, head of state, or what issues the prime minister, head of state, raised to him during this encounter. Hell no. Roles are reversed here. It's rather John Gute standing there and watching like a spectator how the actors are sparring from John Gute down to all of them in that government. This is how they are treated. I told you people before, I'm not talking from the blues often. I had the opportunity to exchange with a lot of those people from Southern Cameroon's extractions who are in that Paul Biya's government. You need to see how when they go back to their houses, they cry. Some of them you could imagine tears that should be running down their cheeks, but they are swallowing them out of sheer shame when they talk about the way they are being marginalized, the way they are being treated, the way they are being humiliated and ridiculed in that government. Yet, they're hanging on. Why? Because they are wondering whether if they leave, they will still have the opportunity to manage even the crumbs that they are getting. That is low self-esteem. Low self-esteem. Something you must fight with all your might to overcome. So as I delve into the subject matter of this discussion today, I just wanted to share this picture so that we see, because this is very, very telling, so that this should help us to understand why we should continue to be more determined than ever before to kick La République du Cameroon out of our country, restore the soul of our country, restore the dignity of our land. This is very, very important. So before I get into the key subject matter of the day, and when I get into that, I'll be talking in Pidgin. I came here in my last broadcast and I talked about the need for us to show some support for our refugee population that are in Nigeria on account of the serious stress a good lot of them in their hundreds are undergoing today because of a recent flood and very strong winds that brought down a lot of structures in the settlements where they are, destroyed a lot of things. They are absolutely in need of our assistance. So take a quick look at this. Is part of the devastation. You see, this particular hut was harboring, from information I gathered from the consortiums of representatives on the ground there, was harboring over 15 people. But look at it. They are now hovering all over the place. No idea of exactly where to go or what to do. This is why they need our help. This is why I come here crying. This is why I even say, if you like, insult me thoroughly, but please chip in something. I'm not ungrateful not to already thank and congratulate those who have made an effort already and have contributed something, but we're still quite short in what we need to do to bring these people succor. Look again at it. This is yet another structure, completely, you see the roof was carried and everything is down. Here, I understand there are about 35 of our refugees living in this particular structures. Where do they go to now? What do they do? Despite all these travails, they still believe so strongly in our cause for total freedom, for total and absolute independence. We must continue to make proof, to show evidence of this solidarity which is ours, so that we can help these people in this very difficult moment. Please, we need to do something, and I'm really calling on you to help. Take another look. It's really serious. You see, trees fell, crushed things. Some of them are still in hospitals because they sustained wounds. I mean, some of the images are so strong, especially those of people wounded left and right that I can't show here because if I do, of course, the entire broadcast is going to be taken down by YouTube for for violating the community's regulations. And this is yet another one. You can see this one. I mean, I understand they are managing in the other corner where the roof was not, because the roof was not totally taken off, but at least it was torn, as you can see here. So please, 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 we need your help. We really need your help. We need to help these people. We need to show these people some love. As you can see, the little things that they had in the house in some of the homes were really scattered, destroyed, and all of those things. Some of the lost, even vital documents, I mean, vital records, and all of those things. It's really been a tough moment for our people out there. Like I said, please, they really need our assistance. If it touches your heart, do something. This is the last of the photos that I will show. You can see for yourselves the devastation. These people we have in Nigeria, there are thousands of them. There are over 60,000 of them. And in this particular camp, where I mean this devastation took place, we have almost 1,200 of our people who are there and needing our assistance. Please don't harden your heart. When you hear my voice and you look at these pictures, don't harden your heart. Come on quickly, give us help. Rush to uh, amberrelief2018 at gmail.com, and please help us help our people. They really need our assistance. Help us help our people. They need our help so bad. So, 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 so bad. But again, like I said before, I want to thank all those who have already moved to do something in this initiative, because we hope to go out there next week and show love and solidarity with our people. It's something we really can't close our eyes to. At least we are able to have a place to sleep. Your $50, your $20, even your $100, your $200 will go a long way to help alleviate this situation. Please don't harden your heart. Okay, that said, I want to laud the effort of Comrade Elvis Cometa and others who are calling on this demonstration on May 20 in Washington, D.C. It's going to begin at 11 o'clock, as you see this flyer here. If you are in the United States of America, especially in the DMV area, please, please, please mark this date. Mark this date on May 20th. Go out there in your numbers and let us all come out there. Let us come out there in our numbers. Let us be all there. Let us all be there. And again, shake Washington. Once more, remind the world that our plight is still very strong, that our situation has not changed very much, that we have not yet attained our objective, that La République du Cameroon is continuing its genocidal war in our land, slaughtering mothers, babies, raping women, raping school children, and committing all manners of atrocity on the people, burning down markets, burning down, I mean, whole communities. So please let us take this appointment. Let us all go out there on May 20 and be part of this very important event. As you are seeing the flyer there, this flyer is in various forms. If you come across this flyer, please share it too. Share as much as possible. I've not personally had a conversation with Comrade Cometa and the other organizers. I don't even need to have that conversation to be supportive of that initiative, because it is geared towards creating continuous awareness regarding our liberation movement. And so you too, you don't need to contact anybody. Just share and just call people, make carpooling arrangements, because parking is often quite complicated in Washington, D.C. Call as many people as you can, give them a lift, and please let's all be there on May 20, and it's at 11 o'clock. So mark that rendezvous. That said, let's have a quick musical break, then we'll get into the key subject matter of today. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. That one is right in church. It's called inculturation. Okay, my country people for Amazonia. I want to take this time for get some message we I receive am from ground zero, and this message now very strong message wey come out from one of una for ground zero wey dey follow me very well and wey e determine say e be important make I share this message. Na true say plenty of the things that we dem dey there actually been a message wey e be directed to Mr. Cho Ayaba and the egg of sea. Perhaps I for fit just forward them, and I don't forward them, but of course, as usual, I know say they forward the what they do for Mr. Cho Ayaba, they pay attention, you need to read, I mean, you need to listen. So now I decide to make a share right from here so that some of the apostles and two or some of the followers the way that they out there, they feel make it understand wait with the people that on the ground, they feel about some of the policies the way they implement. No be hatred, no. No be attacks, no. Now simple, clear messages about the way with them too they feel say things that will be done so that make this liberation struggle it go forward very well. That one is number one. And then number two, the discussion will be involved here too. It concerns with brave hearts. The person has a strong message for with brave hearts about some this way they call them checkpoint. And something I don't talk for here before. The way they deal with civilian population. So when they speak out, I say, okay, make a share them, make a bring a fair, we'll get a conversation around this whole thing so that make with brave hearts, make them know say the people they love them, they follow them, they want for continue for collaborate with them very strongly. And some few things they do and where it vex with people there because they do them and it cost them their lives. And when it costs them their lives, it brings discouragement on people they want for continue for stay strong. Maybe we listen.
Did overhurt civilian. You know, say that liberation tactic, this rebellion, did it over attack civilian. Did it overhurt civilian. You know, say that liberation tactic, when a means of survival, it really worked very well, even we will support them because they say so if they pay the liberation tax, the rate of kidnapping will reduce. Two, the rate of kidnapping will reduce, then the rate of kidnapping will reduce, yes. And then the guys that will get means for the survive for themselves, when they feed away, when they feed resist to stay for bush, when they feed get the means to go buy weapon. They pay that thing. Me I pay for my woman, pay for my junior sister, pay for my junior brother, pay for my uncle. Even right now, money for my uncle, and my uncle on 10,000. When I find refugee for go pay. We pay 10,000 for me, 5,000 for me. Me come with around my marketplace. And me I rally, take the money with them, my brother, help them up.
Okay, so you see, this brother, although his voice, fit recognize it because I don't modify the voice, okay, so maybe a pure natural voice we hear here, but concentrate on the message because I don't want to play some person's voice where they recognize them, then they go create the person trouble for ground zero. Now you listen to this brother. This brother, they explain the fact, say, them for ground zero, they did not inside exam like this. Them for ground zero, they actually pay that liberation tax. You hear how I call it, right? Say 10,000 for the month. So he pay for himself. He pay for a woman. He pay for some other people them. He encourage people as left and right, make them pay because they believe say if this liberation tax be collected and well harnessed, it go fit help for reduce the incident of the way these boys and they attack the population. the way where they maltreat the civilian population, because they will get weight with the feed chop, and they will get weight with the feed use them for get the material for fight. But the discrepancy where it dey, the problem where it dey, where it erase am. Now wait wey dey happen even after when you don't pay that money. So as a matter of fact, one thing be certain for you. Who people them they see, they understand, they agree. See, it makes sense for contribute for their own freedom. They need a dispute am. Who people they talk say they be ready for contribute towards their own freedom, towards a fight for their own freedom. It make all the sense in the world. Who people that they talk say, waiting they want. Now say, make them be included in make they understand them. Make they understand the direction they want go. So you hear the voluntary manner and the love with which they be ready for pay. So this message now for we brave hearts. And I think I don't talk am before plenty times. If you present a situation very well for people, they be ready for bring all the help where it be possible for them for bring up, because all man wants me will get this freedom. But when you go take an by force, because here you talk about that kidnapping them, the maltreatment way they receive and simply because they dey so you can't take out force. When you go take out with force, you dey create a problem, you dey create tension, you dey turn them against you. When you don't come up with a policy, they be okay with that policy, avoid for exaggerating. Now that one, it will cause conflict. Now that one, it will cause some of them say they will instead end up cross when they don't get strong mind. As he said, he go talk, they will end up cross. They go to collaborate now with the enemy. Listen again.
Okay, can you keep up? They pay very well, and people are paying because they know that if you pay, you have your license to live without any influence. But now people come in and say, the guys on ten now, say even when you pay, you get store, you get this, you must pay tax for their store. Tax for this, it hurt. It becomes very boring. It makes this boys in the flex over. Who this is the minute pay now? The division tax. Who the minute pay now? The division tax very well. Keep that one for store, this and that. All minute for motor. Keep that one aside for the money.
So you don't understand. They be ready, willing for pay. They pay, they cooperate. But the thing where they don't agree with. Now say you know go come meet me today. I don't pay my liberation tax. You can't talk against say, oh, I don't pay my liberation tax because say I get store. I will give additional 100,000. I will give additional 200,000. Or you can't harass me. Now that one we do not agree with. And I think if you look at the thing, who said they take that money for give you that 10,000? That 10,000 he get now because he gets store. Now he source that for livelihood. Now from there where they pay rents. Now from there where they feed the family. Now from there where he go send the beginning for school. Now from there where he go provide for the medical needs of the family. He already move the one way he's supposed to come for tax repair. Pay for himself. Pay for a woman. Pay even for an elderly picking them. You want to say make it do again now how? I dey share this thing because I like say true so. Make we reason them out and make we try for implement policies a way they be people friendly. This liberation movement, this why they reassure people they want. One more time, who people them they about 100%, if not at least 99% for this freedom. All which way they want na cooperation, dialogue among themselves. Make we understand them. Make we understand the extent to which they fit go. And then we go get what we want. And we go operate with them in total peace and harmony. Because the number one thing where I want, and no one say, when we people that see we self-defense volunteers, may they run around. No. We self-defense volunteers, now you are picking them. Now your brothers, now your husbands, now your quarter mates. So when we do things them right, we will discover say the love who people them they don't always get them and still get themselves for self-defense volunteers. It go increase, it go double, reach for that place where na cooperation you go get. I been talk for you the last time. How some of the boys if we write inside Mogamo, they don't cause quite some harm for the people. They acknowledge them. And then they don't go around the whole meetings for beg for excuse, for beg for pardon, for apologize. You see how the people they be happily integrate and receive them. Some they tell me say today say, please the way they military don't come left and right. They want the people that know where they but no man will be willing for sure where they not out of fear this time, but out of love. Out of love. I want to say we must understand the need for humanize this struggle on ground zero. No matter what the policy be, we must listen to the people that we will fight for. If we don't listen to for the people that we will fight for, now harm will cause ourselves. Listen again.
For the moment, if you gradually introduce those things that maybe introduce them from next year, but not now. When the members will pay like 5,000 or pay like 10,000, then if it is to, it's a waste, maybe it's to 100,000, 200,000. Because if you collect an emission tax, they collect again building permit. And the building permit, if you pass very well, when man bill, normally if you pay like public building permit, you respect 700,000. But when you pass, they take 100,000, it'll be okay. And they take them, you receive, and information very well. Means I pay them, we will be like, family house, I pay 50,000.
So you hear? Say even building permit, they pay even money for building permit for self-defense volunteers. Exactly, and I think that some of the thing in this way will know for talk say, okay, no, maybe we encourage this aspect very much. But as you hear, say, they pay that one. They pay them happily. Say, he says, pay them. So they need to go pay again building money for building permits for La République du Cameroon. They just pay the money for the boys, make it help them forget granuts, may help them forget sticks, may help them forget chop and all of those things. And why did they do all these things then? The one thing will be acceptable. Now say, make you sign up for the shift the goalpost each time itself for the implement the new rules or make you sign up for force anything out of them. It no go help. It no go work. And then the person message so that any person listener, you share them so that make it reach for the people the way they make these particular decisions. I don't talk especially say if you be Cho Ayaba is supporter, share and with it. Make it listen to these voices. I think it will help you to for reach out for boys for ground zero and for tell them say this thing there so if family will get a limit for how far we will fit go for get things from the people. Maybe we work within the limits of the people and their will. That one be the path of wisdom. It will help we for humanize this liberation movement as much as we don't desire all this time. We will hear again.
And if it go, it meeting in work fine. Me the limit of level. Yeah, I say me want the meeting. Ask that things when man get store. They feed the whole this big supermarket. That like Koje Cam, Foku, all that kind of people, all that kind of people. You know this as a kid supermarket, but all the petty store, small store quarter. It make them.
So you hear? Say, they believe say the self-defense volunteers they leave the real stores the way they're supposed to collect liberation tax from there. Equal and congé camp, equal and foku, equal and in short, not be me they call it, but they repeat now what you talk. Equal and congé camp, equal and foku, equal and all them. He said, but those small quarter stores them. That one you call that one na survival business, subsistence. Na subsistence businesses. If these people they don't really give una their liberation tax, pay una the 10,000 or the 5,000 una require of them. They come again say because you get small store, you behave now like that La République du Cameroon tax officials away. Man go just come one start small business today, they don't bring taxes will be more than the capital. We get for encourage people them things that overhard. And people then they work too hard for push this liberation movement forward. All those ghost towns, we did respect them. All the lockdowns, we did respect them. All these things, it requires, say, make we understand them. Make we cooperate with them. Make we make sure, say, we humanize this liberation movement once more. My people for Amazonia, my dear brave hearts, we listen. Not be vex support carry and put them before because of which way this brother they talk. Understand, say that feedback we require from the people for understand how they feel the way una dey collaborate with them, una dey operate with them. It be very important. Feedback be too necessary. Because at the same time, I never even played the first audio way. He explained a different thing altogether regarding the safety of the boys. You talk about checkpoints. I will come to that when we finish this one.
The enemy outside. Now, okay, for example, being we come boom, oh my house, boom, housing. Now people don't try to tell you, they don't come back. So when they don't struggle, bring back that stuff. Because most of these people, all economic activity, so many people don't struggle, now come put them back. Now the body, they will pay this and that tax for the store, then all that. It means they want to close the store. So when they want to come with the water, so when they feel it. They want to be around 5 o'clock, they already close the store. They choose. Then me losing, okay, now, what do you do? What?
So you look at this thing. You talk now, so now the street shot too for that Bangry Road. Well, like the people you come over, can they burn all places and downstairs, burn down plus sawmills, burn down carpentry workshop, burn down big stores. We will see those pictures. I still get those pictures. I will bring them for you. Burn all those places. Them burn people, their entire capital, their whole livelihood. Why they be the burner? Because they blame those people. They say they not be informed. They say self-defense volunteers. So my boys will be there for that quarter. So they bring a collective punishment because the people they protect with our presence. And now the people they don't struggle. You know say how they don't do gather small capital left and right. They want start again. When I come home, say no, give we 50,000, 100,000 for liberation tax before you go pay. You hear that brother say something, he don't discourage some people. They say, may the better just lock the store, then they run go for la Republic du Cameroon, or may the better just abandon them. Or so when they run before o'clock, they don't lock them because they face me. Not be so we get to be. My country people, my dear brave hearts, my dear self-defense volunteers, not be so we get to be. That liberation tax, don't hear, they say they be ready, willing for paying, but within the limits will be prescribed. If me against I don't really pay my 10,000, I pay for my woman 10,000, pay for my elder son 10,000. Maybe I don't give them 40,000. Then maybe I build some house for corner. When I don't come there, I don't move the 50,000 I ask and I give you now. You can't talk against it for store. I give 100,000. No, come on now. Come on. So make this message go. We reach for self-defense volunteers. Make them understand, say, will people no one vomit them? Will people be determined for cooperate with them, for work with them, for make sure say together we go kick like Republic of Cameroon out of our territory. People they be ready for support them within the limits where they be able for doing and not voluntarily. They no one that by force own. Now the one that way they no agree. That by force own.
Word them on those stores when they see when they disappear. I be very easy for see when I point out for police. They feel host police. And then when you want pass the show, they come fully up with you. And when you fight, there is more enemies now than friends. I think make serious acting on this one. The great admission, the great enemy. You don't see anywhere people talk good about madam. I'm telling you, very few of us, although most people they just swallow.
So here we talk, they recommend. So make a talk about this. Because see, by that kind of action they take and they create themselves more enemies than friends. More enemies. See, don't make it say plenty people now they talk very bad about them and will not be so be there before. So they want change. All we want change. All we want for rehumanize this particular liberation movement again. So it be very important for we, my country people. Be very important for we, my dear brave hearts. I say when you listen to this, because an audio version day, as always, we are going to send it out. Share for all the brave hearts. May they hear exactly which way. May they get this feedback from the population. For understanding the population want for continue for be their partner, for continue for support them, for continue for push them, for continue for protect them, and for continue for see this so meeting it go well. But all which they want, they don't want me to respect them. They just want me to understand them. They just want say this so make them see them say now for their sake we they fight. This will be very important and it be very fundamental. Now we go listen small For the pathway,
Rapport.
if they give advice.
A command structure actually be well defined.
Because
You people are going
for this part,
the next day, the same thing. We go stand control the camera. The next day,
he talk about
account.
this act way with self-defense volunteers that they go create checkpoints, stand for which they do control. Listen, now for there will plenty of una they live una lives. Usually talking about the recent incident where they happen. We're up to 3 on a 4 of self-defense volunteers and 4. Because when I go for those checkpoints, make them irregularity, when I go for those go stand area checkpoints and they do all those things, the people the way they be frustrated for one reason or the other. Now they call La République du Cameroon police. Now they call La République du Cameroon dogs. And before one want know, they go bring themselves on time, they will tell them, say, they can't understand, oh, we don't see them already they come. They can't hide for them, they ambush you now. Nothing that way they happen. This issue of checkpoint therefore be totally limited. We didn't have a guerrilla warfare. For guerrilla warfare, you need to go stand for place, you go expose yourself for no good reason. Because all those checkpoints obviously go be now because you now want more resources, now want more money, you know. No. That tax one I ask and they don't really give you. Other channels and they way resources in the camp for now. Stay alive. Stay alive. Deny for do some of these things then. Now when you talk about command chain, I didn't tell the fact say make the command chain be make the command chain be quite defined.
They still do the very thing. Last Saturday they go stand for after council day. For go lab come. The very place they stand there every weekend. And we don't pass up this as information we want from their man.
So you see some places after council day for go towards Alabukam. So when I can't stand for it today, tomorrow I can't stand for the next one I can't for it. Of course. You know what will happen. They know say okay now their regular spot is. They go even get an idea for themselves for the kind of time we una they come. Why they will come ambush you now? For guerrilla warfare, not be the way that. So make we look out. I go live with brother, make it relax, and I want just hope say at least this message it is sink and it will go on very, very, very well. My country people, we need for bear in mind. Say no other way no day out we will be able for restore the soul for our country other than fighting until we send La République du Cameroon out. Because as the white man were to bring them before Mickey can talk. As he put them, that small tiny elite them for Africa where they include those ones for Republic of Cameroon, when they don't decide say they go better key all we for secure resources, nothing no go ever move them, only power you go move them. Just listen to him.
Africa's politics have fallen into the hands of elites as these people just do what the colonialists did, which was suck the wealth out and shifted overseas. World Bank says between 60 and 70% of Africa's capital shifted out of the continent. It's in banks in Europe. So there's this mentality which I think has allowed a very small group of people to take over those countries politically but also economically. And until that changes, that is until there's a new generation or even a revolution that actually takes power back to African people, I think those problems, that lack of development, will continue.
So you see, it be generally acknowledged. Say until, because you talking of a revolution for winning a liberation movement, with the struggle for liberating land, because one take away these people them with their colonial mentality, where they don't climb, sit over with resources, and they make the development of the land impossible. For we for transform Amazonia, make it be the land of milk and honey we want that for each and every one of us. The only way out now for make sure say we weed out La République du Cameroon. By doing so, we weed it out with all those people them, all those old demagogues, Paul Biya and all your parasites that we land, where they don't determine say now until then die before we feel no peace. All them say now until they die You see, all those old people they pick up for land. Say, oh, this one na senator, na Mama Mundi, or na whatever. Looking for his age. Looking age. If for his age, for that age, we know say his future don't dey behind him long time ago. He no fit stand up for talk say, I want fight for the interest of my people. He is still fight and say, na for say they don't want go because he need for king. No, na the kind of people than that. So that generation, the only way for we for kick them out and for make sure so we first send like people to Cameroon out. Now so we go edit out all those ones them and they will be able to settle down for determine our own development priorities. For make sure say we change education system. It no be na the education system where right now so they train who begin and how for talk in tongues. For inside church is a level I have to spend the whole week. Go church Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. No, we'll bring a system of education where it start teach you begin there from tender age how to be self-reliant. We'll go have agriculture. Now we get the land and agriculture for our curriculum. We'll go introduce, in fact, a system by which we will not go to train our job seekers. We'll go to train job creators. Well, every month, like it happen for America, we government will stand for announce say this month so we don't say I say this month so 200,000 jobs are being created. Now the kind of ambassador that way we want created. And the only way for we for restore the soul of the former UN Trust territory of British Southern Cameroons, now for kick out the occupier. And the only way for we for do and so, we must continue for support this liberation movement financially. We must continue for we will be self-defense volunteers. We must continue for make all kind effort for humanize the struggle, for make the people them be with we, for treat the people them well, for make they mirror the kind tomorrow way we want produce them for inside Southern Cameroons. For make sure say we will be each other's keeper. For make sure say we first be able to talk among ourselves. I think that we will give you the freedom we want for this land. My country people, when I don't see these pictures, or who they abroad, we don't see the wahala way with brothers and with sisters for refugee camps for wahala and they. So as we don't see us so, it be incumbent on we for do it the way we fit, for make sure say make we be able for bring them help. That said, I want to thank all country people them. True, I want to thank all country people them for the time we they spend for watch this show with me. And I will be back for here as soon as possible so that maybe we evaluate together the impact where this message will send out about humanizing the liberation movement, the impact where you don't get them, and also for discuss the impact where we little contributions we could make today and tomorrow. It will help these brothers and sisters for refugee camp, make them be able at least for continue for no say all we be involved for the same movement and say we'll still get each other their back. To God be the glory.